Alright everyone, I know I'm sending you to a new lunch, so I promise I'll be fast and I'll try to make it entertaining. So, hi, my name is Julien Bousquet and I'm here to show you a little bit of CPG magic with the title Harnessing the Power of Real Relationships for CPG. So, hi, I'm Julien. I've been with Snap for 2 years now, and as you can hear from my accent, I'm from France. Let me share with you what I share with my 3,000 friends. Right here, great. The perfect family up picture, the perfect vacation, perfect picture with Santa, and most recently the perfect picture at the US Embassy office where I got my US citizenship. So this is what I share with my very broad network. And we all do this. We all share the best part of our lives with a very large amount of people. Why do we do this? Because people interact and communicate vastly differently depending on the degrees of closeness. What you share with 1 million people, what you share with the world on your public profile LinkedIn is going to be very different than what you share with the people that are at your wedding, and what you share with the people that are in your wedding. So there are obviously moments we want to show the world. Vacation, offensive risk, big milestone, what I've shown you today. But there are also many other moments we only keep for close relationships. The everyday, the awkward, the goofy, the high, the low, the funny, the personal. And for me, this is what it looks like. When I get a raise, when I eat a bag of Cheetos, when my son is walking after surgery, when I'm actually being pretty miserable with 2 kids in vacation to Mexico. This is what my real friends see. The other people, they see a beautiful sunset on Instagram. When I'm trying to be goofy, or either putting lenses on me and my kids. This is what my real circles of relationship see. The real me. And all of these are snaps. Because I use Snap to connect with my real relationships. But I'm not the only one. Because 75% of people go to Snapchat to interact with the close, real relationships. So if you're above 30 years old in this room and don't have Snapchat, you might know, don't lie. You might wonder, why do people use Snapchat? How is it any different than any other platform? This right here is a difference. 75% of people come to Snapchat to interact with the closest circle of friends and family. And how is it any different than any other platforms? Well, it is. Because when we compare the usage, why do people go to a certain platform? Going on Snapchat is very different than going on Instagram and TikTok if you want to connect with your real relationships. That's why Snapchat is so unique in that way. And this fits right, exactly, in our ethos, in what we're trying to do, in what we're obsessed about at Snap, in enhancing relationships between friends, family, and the world. And we like to say that we are the antidote to social media, where people don't have to chase likes and comments, because public comments are not public, because I can be myself, because I can be personal. And that's what that difference is. And because of that, Snapchat has been growing. Since 2020, we've nearly doubled the number of users. Since 2015, we've quadrupled the number of users. Snapchat today is more relevant than it has ever been. And to a lot of people, probably in this room, again, if you're between 30 and 40, upper middle class, and you don't have Snapchat, you're like, wait, what? Snapchat is more relevant now? Guess what? You're not cool anymore. That's the answer. That's the point. We have more people now on Snapchat than ever before. To give you an idea of that daily active users, this is twice the amount of daily active users than Twitter had at its heyday. Twice the amount. And just in the US, because you might hear just about the US, Snap can reach 110 million monthly active users. This is Super Bowl. The number of people who watch Super Bowl is the same on Snapchat every month. And then here's some data that might surprise you, that definitely surprised me when I came to Snap. The first one is that Snap reaches over 90% of all Gen Zers in the US. 90%. But with 110 million people on Snap every month, you might be wondering, but wait, there's not that many Gen Zers. Where are all the other people coming from? Well, guess what? 53% of Snapchatters are actually older than 25. 53%. That's a huge number. So when you walk out of here today, you can be like, well, I've learned something. Snapchat is not just for this very young generation. It is also really deep when we look at 18 to 34 years old. So why does that matter to you? Why does this matter since a lot of people here are on food and bev? Why does this matter to the food and bev industry? Well, it's because most of the food and bev interaction that we have are part of the everyday. When I eat my bag of Cheetos on the couch, nobody wants to see this outside of my 4 best friends. And still, they might argue with that. But the point is, I'm not going to share it with 3,000 people. And Snapchat is where millions of people connect about what they eat and drink every day. Because when I'm trying this new flavor of Cheetos, and it's pretty good, again, I'm going to send it to my 10 best friends and be like, hey, this is pretty good. You guys should try this. Only on Snap, because Snap is about real relationships. So those are just very quick examples of when I looked at snaps, what people are snapping to each other. They're very easy. And this is obviously about beer and CPG, but this is what they're doing. Look, people snap a lot. 5 billion snaps are sent every single day. But what are they talking about? Yes, sure, they're talking about the cultural pop stars like Taylor Swift. This was last year. This is full year 2022. And this is when the FBI have to get involved because of the tickets. Nobody could get tickets. Everybody got mad. This is the spine of the game. Now, this is how much though? How much people talk about Bad Bunny? Arguably, the biggest artist on earth. Now, this is how people talk about Will Smith. Remember that slap where everybody talked about Will Smith for that one day? That's the one day right here. Now, how much people talk about Snap? An everyday item only your real relationship care about. This is how much they talk about snacks. They talk more about snacks than they talk about Will Smith, Bad Bunny, and Taylor Swift combined. And if we look at beer, that's even higher. Because this is a part of the everyday that we share with friends and family. By the way, if you've ever seen this lens, this was the lens created by Snapchat too. So, why does it all matter that people talk about products, talk about CPG products all the time with their friends? One step. It's because friends and family are 5 times more influencer than celebrities or actual influencers. And it makes sense. If my best friend is telling me, hey, you should drink this bottle of water, this is pretty great. This is going to have a profound impact on me than even if Taylor Swift is telling me. There's a big second part of having this real relationship network and why that matters. And because of that, 91% of Snapchatters are happy. Of course you're happy. You're interacting with your close relationships, and you're not pretending, you're not chasing likes. And because of this, you pay more attention. And this mindset boosts advertising receptivity. And so for advertisers, it's actually important. I'm not scrolling through 3,000 videos at the live speed. I'm actually paying attention to what I see. So if you look at active attention compared to benchmark, Snap is twice as much. And because of that, because of the friend stories, because your ads are in between friend stories, people remember these ads. Because once again, that content is from your close relationship you pay attention to. And finally, what does that lead to? Snapchatters are more likely to act on that content. of this is great. And you'll tell me, Julien, this is all great that people remember my ads and they're paying attention to it and remember it. Can you show me some numbers? And yes, Snapchatters are 45% more likely to recommend brands and 34% more likely to purchase products advertised. That's why we like to say that real relationships equal real influence for brands on Snap. And now the last 2 minutes that I have, you might be wondering, okay, got it. Snap is a growing platform with a huge reach. How do I graph performance in 2 minutes? And it's very easy. And it's obviously dumbed down a little bit here, but it's in 3 ways. Ads and content with skippable and non-skippable ads, plus experiences, plus AR. And when you do this, you drive results. Skippable, non-skippable, AR. That mix of the 3 ads is going to drive results. And because I used to be a brand marketer, I used to be the omni-channel lead on Lay's brand team, spent almost 8 years at Frito-Lay, I love AR. Because AR allowed me to build connections with my consumers. AR is fun and engaging. AR is opt-in, meaning you cannot force AR on someone. Meaning when we have millions of people playing with the lens, they've decided to play with the lens. It's not a forced view. It's not something that you're like, I can't believe I'm watching this ad, just put me back to my show. No, people are choosing to interact with those lenses. And again, that builds an emotional connection between your brands and your consumers. So, to optimize performance, again, there's 2 things. Efficiency and effectiveness, exposure and experience. So that you can do both media performance and brand building. Skippable, non-skippable, and AR. This is a magic trifecta to build brand and drive performance on Snap. And this drives results. If you're like, hey Julien, show me the results because I don't really believe your French accent. Show me the numbers. This is the number. There is a reason that food and beverage vertical, at Snap, is one of the fastest growing vertical that we have because of this. Because people are talking about food and bev all the time. Because they're paying attention. Because when you start winning with one Snapchatters, you start winning with all Snapchatters. And this is just a one best-in-class example that I want to show you. So, if you go Snapchat and commercials, and then AR ads. Very easy. Skippable, non-skippable, and AR. And I'll leave you with one thing. 3 things, actually. That Snapchat is all about real relationship. And what does that mean? Real relationship means we have happy and growing community. Real relationship means you have real influence as a brand. And how do you do this? Skippable, skippable, and AR. And if you like what you've seen today, and you want to show all of your marketer friends, this is a shameless plug on what I do every day at Snap. It's called Snapchat Immersion Day. I can come to headquarters and show all of your marketing department in an hour how to harness the power of Snapchat in real relationships. Thank you.